One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Starkville, Mississippi, home of the Mississippi State Bulldogs. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Washington Huskies, taking on a team from the SEC, the Mississippi State Bulldogs. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Mississippi State ready to kick off to get this game started. He'll bring it out. It's Hawkins. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Complete to start this drive. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
On defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or some safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Leaves it with the back. Finding open areas. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense.
Man, I want to be a running back in this offense. When you take that handoff to the right and you see that blocking and all the holes open up, that's a good sight for a running back.
You've heard of read and react. I think the defense read it. They just didn't react very well.
Well, when you got that kind of a line, just all that push they're getting on that right side, they just pushed the defensive lineman back, got in the linebacker's laps. Man, oh man, it was brutal up front.
I love the decision by the quarterback. He found the open man, just don't love the throw. Got to be a little bit more accurate, make it easier on your target.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? They go to the ground. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
If you didn't have a headache before, you've got one on the way. The cowbells ringing on this third down in Starkville. Williams looking for a man. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down.
I want to give a shout-out to the defense there on third down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on third down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders.
And defense nowadays, they don't look at stats of what is the yards per rush. They look at how many negative plays they can create. Because why? Now you look at second down, man, it just became very predictable for this offense. Nice job creating the loss on first down.
Back to pass on second down. That's caught. It's Winston. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Now on third down for this offense. From the gun, wants to pass. Pulls it in, it's Wilson. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
And the Bulldogs have it with a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the inside give. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Motion from the wideout. They'll try the run. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Offense trying to go RPO, but how about the defense? Up front, their front seven, they had dudes winning, just being way more physical and able to get to that running back.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Fair catch is signaled and made, and they'll go to work from the 27-yard line. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. Williams will pass. Fakes to grab. There he goes. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
And first down for the offense.
That's quite a start to a drive, and now they'll snap it from midfield. Gonna run it. It's Lewis. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
You know what they need, you know what they want, and you know what they deliver on third down. More cowbell. That pass is
country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. The Huskies will go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Got his man on the right. Breaks into the open. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
That's an awesome effort by the receiver there because he didn't have the first down once he caught the pass. He had to be able to make a guy miss. And with his athleticism and skill, he's able to do that. And as a result, fresh set of downs for the offense.
Gets it inside the 30, down to the 27, a pickup of 6. The corners are walked up tight. Touch pass on the run. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the first down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
And the Huskies will try to pick it up on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Got it in the middle. It's Otten. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
And that defense is all over that one. No room to run after the catch.
Well, look, I know this guy is not the biggest running back in college football, but boy, is he dangerous, right? He's so shifty. He's hard to bring down. It's a good idea to get him going in the passing game. Put him out in space. Let's see what he can do.
With the catch, it's Williams. And he's brought down after a nice game.
And offensively, I love running these drag routes. I mean, these are the routes that, whether it's zone, whether it's man, they're so successful. It's just about seeing what the defense is doing and getting it to him in open space. Nice job. The wide receiver has some space after the catch, able to go make extra yards. Nice pitch and catch.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
The Bulldogs now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. He wants to change this route. To throw, it's Sutton. Bringing the heat. Hit as he throws. Working the middle. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
They make the stop as he gets it inside the 30 to the 28, a gain of 4.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Unloads it left. He got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
That's an awesome job by the defense there, sniffing out the screen, reading the body language of the running back. They were not fooled, and they knocked it away.
Defense getting stingier in their own end of the field. It's 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught near the sticks. It's Winston. Headed to the end zone. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business for the 1st and goal. And the Bulldogs didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Hawkins. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Williams looking for a man. Flushed out of the pocket. On the run, deep down the right side. He's got it on the outside. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field. Washington wants to go quickly. Looking to throw on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch.
That's a really good-looking throw right there, and that was a tight spiral, too. You guys remember the great Washington Husky quarterback, Warren Moon? I don't think anybody threw a more pretty ball than Warren Moon did. Tightest spiral I've ever seen. That right there reminded me of old number 1.
Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Caught behind the line. It's Lewis. Rams him with the stiff arm. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Caught in the backfield. It's Otten. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking. They'll move the wide receiver. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line.
2nd and goal, the defense was not fooled. It looked like they knew exactly when that guy came in motion, across the formation. They said he's getting the football. They played uphill, get the tackle for a loss, and for the 3rd down and goal situation.
Trying to punch it in. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
2nd quarter might not be gamble time, but inside the 3, Palmer, I've got the green light. I'm going for this.
I am too, and you're essentially running a 2-point play here, right? You've got a play you practice all week long. That's the play you dial up right here.
Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. And they'll send out the field goal unit. From the left hash, and this distance ought to make that angle pretty easy to handle. Just drives it between the uprights. That'll bring him to within 4. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 25 clash today. UCLA is on top, but it's not like Troy Aikman or Gary Beeman are playing quarterback today, which is why they can't pull away. They're up by 7 over Pittsburgh. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Sutton. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open. That's why that one fell incomplete.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Quarterback making checks. Couldn't connect on 1st down. Now back to the air. And the pass is incomplete. Jarred loose by the hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Going downfield for the big play. Oh, it's picked off.
Well, I love the job by the coaching staff there defensively, matching the personnel of the offense, putting their dime package out on the field. So you bring out the extra defensive back, you're anticipating a pass, perfect timing to run that personnel, and you get the pick.
Just missed on the connection, incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
And back to the air on 2nd down. He's got him in the flat. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Washington sends out the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Makes the grab at the 10. He's able to pick his way for just a bit, but he'll be stopped at the 18. Good job by the punt team. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Back to throw, it's Sutton. Fires to the middle. Complete to the right. Get it down to the 28-yard line. It is a 1st down, and they have to show some urgency here. The offense will quickly use a timeout. Now on 1st down from the 28. Quarterback may change this route. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
Under fire. And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. One more snap coming before halftime. Third down, they got to get it to Neptune. He'll have to launch a rocket. Picked off. Looking for more room. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Husky. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick six.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Washington about to boot it deep to start things in the second half. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Starting this third quarter on the ground. Finds Zach Brees, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive. Stick your foot in the ground. Pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Very little running room, if any, and he just hasn't had anywhere to go in this one.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Dropping back, it's Sutton. Makes the catch, it's Winston. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
Ooh, and that's a nice sigh of relief for the defense too, right? There was a broken tackle. The guy made it look like he was going to pick up the first, but because of great effort defensively, they were able to get the stop, and now they're setting up fourth down.
They're in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, and this is why you square your prominent jawline and go straight ahead to get it. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Timeout, Mississippi State.
In their own territory, no problem. 4th and inches, and they'll go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
That's a gutsy call. And I know the analytics world says to go for it more often, but when you're in your own territory and now you turn the football over to the other team, points are so much easier to get. Obviously, I know, Jesse, it didn't take a color commentator to figure that out.
Just going to keep it after the snap.
Man, the evolution of the quarterback position. Basically, you should call them running backs who throw the ball really well now.
And, guys, you know the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play because you've sort of left the defensive line gassed trying to run down the quarterback.
Oh, you got to be in shape, chasing him around all day on design runs, on scrambles, and you know, it's just, and the +1 advantage you get by having that guy. It's so hard to defend.
He's got enough, and it'll be a first down for Washington.
And on defense, you make the tackle after the catch for a first down. Now you got to go get lined up again because the offense is going fast.
The give on the option. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. The Huskies headed quickly to the line. Williams will pass. Now adjusting. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground. On first and goal, let's see what Washington does. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Washington.
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Florida sparkled today in a dominant road win. In fact, by the fourth quarter, it almost felt like this game was being played in the swamp. That's how much they took that crowd out of it. All that speculation all week, and now we know. Something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. They'll leave it with him. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
They work their way to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 5.
And that's a good second down run. Commit to the running game, run the football, great gain, great job by the offensive line. Keep it rolling.
Wants to throw. It's Sutton. Snagged in the middle. It's Evans. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
To the air on second down. Fires to the right. Makes a connection. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Turning it on! Not able to break the big one on that screen to the running back, but he found enough and a solid pickup on first down.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17.
This is an offense, guys, that really believes in physicality, and that's their identity. So running the ball on second down, no problem for them.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. From the red zone, looking for a space. Buys a little extra time. And with the pressure on him, the quarterback goes down, and we played 3 quarters here. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Dropping back, it's Sutton. That's caught. It's Wilson. Several defenders there to get him on the ground.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
The Bulldogs need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on third down. He might want another play. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Cannot get away. It is a huge sack, and I can't imagine what he was thinking on that play.
On third and long, you know what's coming. That's exactly where you want to get an offense. The passing game has to come out. You go nickel, bring some more speed on the field, and the defensive line gets home and gets the sack to force the fourth down.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And they got him. A sack denies the try to convert on fourth down. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. Boom. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. Got the first down, looking for more. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels.
And he finally breaks one. They get rewarded. They've been trying to run the football, Palmer, but just haven't had success all day.
Yeah, and the staff never gave up on him, too, right? They kept giving him opportunities, and maybe that's the run that starts to open things up here later in this game for this guy.
They make the stop, give him 3 yards on the carry. Ball's at the 24.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
He's got it on the right. Oh, he's got headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Huskies. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
And that's a really nice drive by this offense. They didn't get too conservative. They put the drive together. Now, the biggest thing for me, now the other team has to score 2 touchdowns. And that's the goal you want. You always want to make it as hard as possible. This offense executed in the fourth quarter. Nice job.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Back to throw, it's Sutton. Here comes the heat. Makes the catch, it's Winston. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. New set of downs after the completion. Making side adjustments here. Wants to throw on first down. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
That's another example of just really good football. This is why they've built the lead here in the second half. Nice job pressuring the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, coming into somebody else's building and keeping it really, really quiet.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Blasted as he lets it go. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Man, the defense smells blood in the water. You can tell. They are getting to this quarterback over and over and over. They've already sacked him a couple times. They're just winning up front. They almost got another sack on that last play.
Looking to throw again. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Mississippi State.
And what nice play design. You get your speedster, you put him in the slot, usually get a better matchup. And then what do? You fade him towards that sideline, run a go. Nice ball thrown way out wide. He just runs underneath it and just too much speed. Couldn't catch him. Gets in the end zone for 6.
Sends it back in motion. He's looking to pass. Catch in the middle. It's Williams. He's into the end zone, and we've got a one-possession game in the fourth quarter. They still need a touchdown and two-point conversion to tie, and they'll go for the onside kick here in the fourth. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Wide receiver comes in motion. It's reverse. Oh, that did not go as planned, except for the defense. They were right there to make the big stop.
Well, the offense is trying to go with the trick play, and they're dialing up the reverse, but the defense had great eye discipline. They tracked the football from the running back to the receiver, and they were able to rally to him and make a big tackle for a loss.
Williams looking for a man. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through him. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
You know what they need. You know what they want. And you know what they deliver on third down. More cowbell. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Finds his man. It's Lewis. The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. They have the lead in a one-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow, but this carries big-time risk on fourth down. He'll ride his man on the option. Good pickup there. He gets enough for the first down.
How about that fourth down? I'm going for it because I'm ending this game with my offense on the field, getting the first down, and now Palmer just watching it go tick, tick, tick.
Yeah, listen, it's just imposing your will, right? You know you're running it. The opponent knows you're running it there on fourth down. There's just nothing they can do to stop it.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Motion from the wide receiver. The RPO, it's complete. There he goes. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
That play is going to drive the head coach absolutely crazy. You've got the lead. Why are you going out of bounds? Just get down, lead the clock. The clock right now is your friend.
Williams will pass. Under fire. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. They're going to run it. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
Man, this offense, you're halfway home. All you got to do is do the same exact thing, Palmer. Fall forward and be physical here.
And that's why they practice these goal line situations, right? It's to step up and be physical in moments like this.
They'll break out the Wildcat to try to move the chains. On the direct snap, it's Watkins. Going for the goal line, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Huskies!
That is exactly what you want your offense to do. You want it to eat clock, but if you score, go up by 2 possessions, nail meat coffin, great execution by this offense to put this game away.
Mississippi State, 15.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Might be calling a hot route. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. That's reeled in. It's Evans. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds.
Well, this offense has a ton of work left ahead of them here in this 2-minute situation late in the game, but the drive off to a good start. You get the first down, you get out of bounds, you work in the perimeter of the field. That is exactly what you want to do.
He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it. Moving into scoring territory at the 36 on first down. Looking to throw, it's Sutton. Unloads to the wideout. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
Well, the quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. Looking downfield on first down. Oh, they're after him. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
You know, for this quarterback late in the game, you just need to have a better concept of the situation. Can't take sacks at this juncture. And I know that the play gets thrown off, the timing's off, and you're forced to roll out. But if nobody's open, either run the ball.
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
Man, there are defensive players out there that can just take games over, and that's what's happening with this guy right now. He is not cooperating with the offensive game plan. A sack on 2 consecutive plays, and now on third down, you know he's pinning his ears back again.
He'll take a shot. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off. And he is brought to the ground, and that's how we'll wrap this one up. A strong, methodical, workmanlike effort from this team. No frills, just get the job done and get the win.
I love when you describe my teams like that. Just consistent, methodical, strong. I don't have to do things special